I put my shit
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro.
on. Come on.
Yes, sir. No, this is gonna be a good episode, bro. Good episode.
Yeah, I'm excited.
As they always
I'm
are, bro.
excited.
Where the Gregor 3000s at, boy?
Bro, I don't have Gregor 3000s, bro.
Okay, buddy.
I'm not even locked in on shades, you
Oh,
know.
I see what type of pot this is. I see what type of pot this is. Little sister.
Oh,
Ooh,
bro,
it's
you
the
get that
smart
cut
pot.
today, bro?
Ah, bro, why you see now you eyeing
That's
me
good,
up?
bro.
See, this guy loves me. This guy loves crazy.
Yo,
Crazy.
hey, my bad, bro. I forgot it would be 10 p.m. for you.
Now we chilling, bro. You know I do whatever it takes for the pod. You know?
Is
Whatever it
it?
takes, you know? But yeah,
Bro's committed.
we got my boy Joe, Coach,
Yes,
Yo,
sir.
Hannes in the house. You know, this is my guy, man. I'm excited to get this guy on. This is a guy at Bates who we've been like we known each other since freshman year, but this year, senior year, we really solidified our relationship, and like this guy's a real one, man. So
Hey,
Appreciate you having
so
me
excited
on.
to have you on, bro.
yes, sir. And you know Gambler H. You know what I'm saying? You know Gambler H. You feel me?
Gambler H, bro. When do I
Poker
get
H.
Tight end,
Poker
bro.
H.
Tight end. Tight
Poker H.
end.
Poker H. You feel me? Be like
tight
the one?
tight
Poker
end.
H.
Yeah, no, me and Johannes played some club soccer together. I wish I could have played more. I pulled up to like one or two this spring, um, but yeah, no, it's always a good time. Always a good time.
Yeah, bro. You're an easy target to find, bro. Just kick it down to you, bro.
Yeah, and then I messed it, bro. My feet are just horrendous, bro, on the pitch. Like definitely worst part of my game, but nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? Got the height, so maybe the
Got the
headers.
presence.
Yeah, exactly. Intimidation.
Headers. Headers. Who getting headers? No, Big H.
Yes, bro. What?
Oh man, stop it,
Bro,
man.
when I'm out on the pitch, bro, maybe not in that, but yeah,
You
bro,
ain't on
I've
some
never seen
Manuel
you get a
Neuer
header in
type
your
stuff?
life, bro.
Huh?
I've never seen you hit a header in your life, I don't think.
Because headers is like for goofy people. You feel me? Your brain. Like the goal of football is not to header, is to play with your feet. Am I wrong? Am I lying?
Somewhat, somewhat.
Okay.
Yo,
Okay.
but yeah, we always had some great combos and comments, bro, so I miss these, man. Three of us.
100%.
Yeah, man, this guy's a beast, man. This is really my guy, to be honest with you.
Yes, sir. Wait, so what time is it there?
I'm on Eastern, so it's same as you.
Really? In Ohio? That's crazy. I did not know that.
Yeah, you go 2 hours west towards Indianapolis, then you get into Central, but we're still on Eastern. So,
Wow. That's wild.
yeah.
So yeah, I must get what? You get more sunlight or less later sunlight or earlier sunlight?
Sun's coming down right now, so
Oh yeah, it's been down here.
yeah, it's still up here, so it's kind of
That's
nice.
crazy, bro. Yeah, that's super late.
Hey,
Yeah.
tell me something, Johannes. In Ohio, is it like, and what is it like? What's the landscape like in Ohio, man? Is it hilly?
Um,
That like what's going on?
so where I live in Cincinnati, it's pretty hilly because we live on the Ohio River. So it's a bunch of trees. It gets really, really humid actually. So we got like 80% humidity. But you go like an hour north, you all straight cornfields. It's cornfields and farmers.
Okay.
Um,
That's
and
electric.
then once you get up to like Cleveland, that's where you kind of get up to the Lake Erie. And when winter hits, bro, they get like 3, 4 feet of snow. So it's not as bad as UH, but they get some hard winters for sure.
Oh, for sure, bro. Yeah, no, the Bengals, they play in some snow, bro. That's not quite like the
Yeah, bro.
Oh, wait,
I don't know how Amir's a what?
no, never mind, never mind. I was about to get into it, but I'm not gonna get into it yet.
I was gonna get into the fact that you're a Ravens fan, bro. That's disgusting.
Bro, see, I was trying to avoid this conversation so
All right,
early. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it because I'm gonna
bro.
light you up, boy.
No, no,
Oh, all
no.
right. So can we recognize, bro, the last episode from
Age later, bro, because I'm
bro?
really about to light him up. Not now, bro. Hey, don't let hey,
Bro, you know what you did, bro. That's why you don't want to talk about it.
don't let me bring it out, bro. I'm telling you, don't let me
You
bring it
said you were like, bro, Pacers are winning. First of all, you got that wrong. I
didn't get that wrong because I said the Thunder were winning, boy. I said the
Bro,
Thunder were
you
winning.
said the Thunder were winning at the
I said
beginning
the
of the
Thunder were
series.
winning in seven.
No, you
Everybody
were
go to
winning in
episode
six.
3 with Mateo.
Bro,
I said Thunder's winning in seven.
bro,
Was that
I
before or after you
guarantee
said
you
the
it was in six.
Celtics?
Never said the Celtics. I never say
Seriously.
that. I never say that.
You said the Celtics. Then
Bro,
said you said Thunder were winning in six, and he called Mateo crazy for thinking the Pacers would win. And then come game seven, he says, "Bro, the Pacers are winning, bro. Pacers are winning."
Hallie
What
doesn't
kind
get
of
hurt,
bro?
it's a dub, bro.
I'm not even gonna entertain this right now. Like I'm not even gonna get into it right now.
Oh yeah, we'll save it for the sports section.
100%.
All
Take
right, bet.
these are coming back for the sports section for sure.
Yeah, I bet. Oh,
This is gonna be
perfect,
awesome.
perfect, perfect for philosophy section, bro.
100%.
All right, bro. So today, we don't necessarily have a question. I was thinking more so because I was
How
thinking
about quote of the day, man? Maybe we ain't done a quote of the day in a minute.
quote of the day in a minute. Okay. Quote of the day is going to be from the Dalai Lama. That when you talk, you're repeating what you already know, but if you listen, you can learn something new. It's a quote of the day. And that's what we do on Speaking with Love. That's what we do in philosophy. That's the main goal. Is listen to each other, learn perspectives. Yeah. And on that note, for the philosophy section today, so I was thinking I really want to relate it to Johannes because fun fact about Johannes, he speaks, is it three or four? Three languages? Like fluently. Like the fact that you hear him speak English, you think that like he's like from Ohio, like does not speak a lick of anything else. Speaks three language perfectly fluently. I can't even speak English fluently. Um, and I was just thinking about remind me again where both your parents are from.
Yeah, so my mom is 100% Swedish. So she grew up about 2 hours south of Stockholm, in a town of like 2,000 people. And then my dad grew up in the US, but my grandfather's German and my grandmother's American. So my dad's half German, half American. So I grew up in a very, I guess, like immigrant type lifestyle, like with German TV, Swedish movies, like all that kind of stuff. So like when kids are like, "Oh, did you see this new movie?" Like usually I didn't, just because like the way I grew up was just completely different. So it's definitely an adjustment, especially in Ohio, because like everybody here is pretty much white. Everybody is from Cincinnati, like third or fourth generation. And so yeah, it's definitely different, but I wouldn't trade it for anything else.
That's really cool. Interesting. Because yeah, I mean my topic for the philosophy is basically like culture in general and like what we think. Like, do you think it's important for us to, not just you, but everyone, like, do we think it's important to kind of like learn about other cultures, experience other cultures? Like, is that kind of essential to like growth and becoming the best version of yourself? Like, is it important to learn about other cultures? I know it's easy to say yes, but also like I'm just curious like what you guys think and why. Like why do you think learning about other cultures might help mature or grow?
Yeah.
I mean, for me personally, like the way that I speak with my parents, so I speak Swedish with my mom and German with my dad and English with my brother. But like when we kind of sit down for dinner, like all the languages kind of start flying around. And based on the emotion that you have, you'll kind of switch languages. So like in a way, languages and kind of cultures help you think differently. And you can probably relate to this, Amir. Like the way that you embody a culture, kind of learn a culture, kind of really broadens the way you think and kind of act. And so I think it's so important to get to listen to other people, kind of really immerse yourself in different cultures and not just kind of go on vacation somewhere just to kind of do it. Like you really got to put yourself in it.
100%. No, that was well put. I 100% agree with that. I remember, shout out Gerard Costafara, shout out Gerard. But I remember my freshman year, I always used to go to Gerard's room. And I was in Gerard's room one day and he was calling his grandma that lived in Barcelona, Spain. And bro, the way that like he spoke to his family was like the most loving like way like I ever seen someone speak to their family. Like it was very like like obviously we tell our parents like oh like I love you, but it was like it was more than that if that makes any sense. Like it was like the sweetest thing like I ever seen in my life. And that little like conversation, like that little snippet of that conversation that I saw, I try to like apply that in my own life. Like the way I talk to my friends or the way I talk to my grandparents, like just that, like obviously like I tell my grandparents like love you and stuff like that, but I try to like really like exaggerate it a little bit more, if that makes any sense. And I just thought like that was extremely interesting, just seeing the way that Spanish people, like people from Spain, interact with one another. Like it was crazy. It was insane to me. But I thought that was pretty cool. And like also me being from Bermuda, like Bermudian people were very like I'm always cracking jokes, I'm always laughing, I'm always having a good time. That's a Bermudian thing, you know? So yeah, I think culture is very important. And it also gives you a different perspective that you could either take. Like it's obviously positives and negatives with culture, but it gives you a different perspective. If okay, I could probably do this a little bit better, or maybe I don't want that. Like I learned by coming in the U.S. that like United States kind of mindset is like efficiency, if that makes any sense. Like getting things done, and like that part of my life, like I still don't really do that, but that part of my life I kind of learned like like a little bit of that
Yeah,
from like the United States, like being in America. So yeah, man, I think
totally.
it's very important. How about you, H?
Yeah, I think to you, Amir, like I think that's a great point, bro. Because you about like taking or leaving from other cultures, because not only can you like learn new things and like take or leave things, you also can just like now put things in perspective of your own culture and like appreciate things, certain things. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I mean, I could think of a million examples, but like in general, you don't really know. It's harder to understand like certain little things that are so routine for you when you have nothing to compare it to. You have no other experience. So even if you're not experiencing another culture, if you understand what things could be like otherwise, you can kind of appreciate things in your life more. And I think that thing Johannes said, like that's just so cool. The fact that like different languages can kind of like I don't know, you express yourself in different ways with each language. And I'm curious which like for each language, what you mean? Like, is there certain languages used in more like intense situations or like calm or like loving or yeah,
Definitely.
I mean, like, obviously everybody knows like German is like kind of a hard language, like it's
yeah,
kind of bitey. And so
yeah,
like if you're trying to enforce rules, like my dad's gonna yell at me in German.
yeah,
Like that's just how it is. But like English, like if I'm trying to be more relaxed or if I'm trying to just like get myself across in an easygoing way, it's probably gonna be English. And then Swedish, probably like a lot of my emotions, just because like I don't know, it's easy to express my emotions in Swedish, probably because like I also lived there for 2 years as well. So like I would say that I grew up on Swedish more than German, but yeah.
Definitely.
interesting.
It
I
was
would
definitely interesting what you said about the respect thing though with Gerard. Like I think in the US there's that respect for your elders or like your grandparents and parents, like that just isn't there. And like I can't even say why. Like I definitely see it with my grandparents. Like there's just certain things I don't tell them or like I don't say to them in a certain way. Like it's just weird, but it's so interesting to hear different people and how they interact with them.
Totally.
definitely like I would say like when I first came to the United States, like when I first came to Massachusetts, bro, like I would literally walk past people and be like, "Good morning, how are you? Like you go, because I'm just so used to telling people, like random people, good morning. Like today, I was in the car with my mom, and it was some guys sitting on the wall in Bermuda. The guys went past us guys, said, "Hey," just on some random, didn't even know him. I said, "Hey,"
Yeah.
he said, "Hey." My mom was like, "Look," my mom said, "Did you know him?" I said, "Nah." She said, "Ha, ha, ha." You feel me? She started
Yeah.
laughing and stuff. I said, "Yeah, like that's just what we do, you know." That's just what we do. So it's like it's very interesting. But going back to Boston, yeah, I came to Boston. I tried to speak to people. People looking at me like, "Oh, it's crazy." It is looking at me like, "What are you doing? Like, what's wrong with you?" I was like, "Yeah, like, that's just how."
Bro, even in the Midwest, that's a thing. Like everybody here waves their hand to your neighbor or whatever. Like you just wave, bro, because that's like what you do.
Mhm.
You get to the Northeast, it's all head down, bro. And it's like even
Mhm.
like a small distance like that, there's such a big culture shift.
Facts. But that's why we gotta get you to the farm. We gotta get you to Blueberry
Yeah,
Farm.
because bro, I was gonna say like Vermont, so like people, you smile at everyone you walk by in like a small town.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then in the cities, like I mean, in Vermont, the biggest city we have is Burlington. But like in cities in the Northeast, it's definitely like that, and especially like New York, Boston, very just keep to yourself, like everyone on their own type of thing. But yeah, no, in small towns, it's like a certain like camaraderie and community. It's yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Like H, that's what I really appreciated about my trip, my visit to the farm, because it's like when I got to Vermont, like just seeing like how everybody like knows everyone, and like
Yeah.
I was like, man, like this reminds me a little bit of home, but like it's really different because like we're on a farm, you know what I'm saying?
Is there?
Eating farm eggs and all of that stuff. So
You bring up farm eggs every episode.
I got some farm eggs in the refrigerator now, you know?
No, you don't, bro. Definitely don't. All right, man. Well, great first. I mean, we're already 20 minutes in, bro. We should probably get into the sports section. So, yeah, you know what we need to see? Yes.
The shades.
Yeah. All right, so I know for a fact that Amir, just to put it out there again, he called Mateo crazy and told him, "Why are you coming on the podcast saying that the Pacers are going to win the finals?" Then proceeded to later on say that we were crazy for thinking, I was crazy for thinking that Thunder would win. And I was right both times.
You want a pat on their back? You want a cookie? What you want? You want me to send you some beatbox? Like what would you want? What would you want? Like,
I want you to recognize, bro.
beg your pardon, sir?
I want you to recognize all that, bro.
Clip that, clip it.
Yes, sir. Um, Wait, so Johannes, do you watch the NBA or no?
Mm, I watch a lot of college basketball, not so much NBA. Just because like I would guess I'm kind of a Cavs fan, but the closest city technically is Indiana, which is 2 hours away.
Oh,
But
really?
like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Wait, so who's your college basketball team?
Ohio State,
Oh, nice. Yeah.
which like basketball, we're not too hot right now, but football
Yeah.
is where it's at.
Yeah, facts. Um, and do you follow like European football? Because I mean, now that the finals are over, I don't really know. We need a sport to talk about. We're kind of in like a dead
Freaking
zone.
Club World Cup.
The what?
The Club World Cup.
What's the Club World Cup?
Oh, it's the biggest joke in the world, bro. Like
Great to
FIFA decided to come out with a new tournament for clubs to basically around the world play each other, and it's in the US, and every single stadium is at like 8,000 seats.
Bro,
Like
what?
they can't sell out a game, bro.
It's actually like is crazy. Like like what are they doing? You know, what they're doing in a respectful, loving way. Don't know what they're doing
Yeah, exactly. Speaking with love, what are they doing?
because it's like they're just like the injuries are gonna increase, bro. Because it's just so many games that these players are playing, and it's like for what? Like, what are we doing? The Club World Cup? Like nobody cares about the Club World Cup. What are we doing?
Wait, so is this like any country, any club can qualify?
But like the top club, the top
Yeah, the
clubs.
top club. Yeah.
Like I think it might be what is it? Like one and two, Johannes? Like it's like the top two
There's
clubs.
two clubs from each country.
Yeah.
Bro, Bates club soccer should have been in this, bro.
We need you in
No,
gold.
but H, you asked if I have a club. I got a club in the German second tier, FC
German second
Nuremberg,
tier.
bro.
Wait, FC who? Let me look them up.
Nuremberg.
Wait, that's kind of electric.
Said this to me, Nuremberg.
I
Yeah,
love
bro.
they're not in the Bundesliga.
We're in the second Bundesliga. We're getting promoted this year.
Yes, sir.
100%. 100%.
Are you
It's not
actually
like
like,
the
oh, it
I'm
hasn't
not
started
you
yet.
off age, but
Bro,
it,
we finished in 10th out of 18 last season?
Yeah, but bro, look at how close 10th is to third. It's like 5 points.
Oh, well, 10 points, but that's not much
It
actually.
was 5 points 2 game weeks ago, but yeah, it's
Wow.
crazy, bro. It's like the most competitive league.
Bro, that's kind of sick. Why are you a fan of them?
That's where my family's from.
Oh, nice.
So they're just outside of Nuremberg.
That's sick.
So my dad literally like we illegally stream games since I was like this tall, bro. Like we get up at 7:30, watch the game. Like the freaking screen is like blurry and everything, but like that's
Yeah,
just what I grew up on, bro. Yeah.
Nuremberg, baby. Bro, I love that though. My where my family's from in Italy is Fioreggio, which is like very probably 60,000, 80,000 people, something like that. And they're in like the fifth division. Like you can basically just like the stadium is like Bates Stadium type of deal. Probably, I mean, bigger, but not much.
yeah.
That's such a
It
vibe
used to
though.
be in Serie, I think the third, maybe the fourth. I don't know.
Have you ever
But
been to a game before?
me?
Yeah.
No, I went to one in my home city abroad though, and they're in this third division, I think.
Nice, nice.
But it was fun. They used to be the first. They used to be in Serie A, so they were like the stadium is huge, but like not filled at all.
Well,
Yes, sir. So yeah, there's not really much sports going on right now. But I mean, we could talk about, bro, upcoming season. Patriots will be in the playoff. Honestly, all three of our teams could be in the playoffs. Maybe the Ravens,
ooh,
maybe.
the Bengals are making the offs? No
I
way.
don't know about the Bengals. Like, yeah,
No way.
Yo, we have a higher chance than you, H.
bro.
No cap. No cap.
What?
No cap. No cap.
Bro.
Yeah. Tell him, Johannes. You gotta,
There's no question about it, bro.
oh,
We have
you.
Joe
Bro,
Burrow. We
I
have literally the best quarterback in the league.
What?
bro, I took everyone through the schedule. We're going 17 and 0. I I literally picked a score for every game. I see us, all right, unbiasedly, an unbiased person should at least have us at like 10 and 7. At least. Like that's a bare minimum.
Now I'm pulling up the schedule.
Bro, we just got the third overall pick. Our offensive line is going to be incredible. Our
Patriots.
Drake May is going to be one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Maybe at the best he's in the NFL. He's already a Pro Bowler, bro.
Johannes, you hear this?
Rookie season.
You
Stephon
know who's a Pro
Diggs.
Bowler? You know who's a Pro Bowler?
Oh,
Mac Jones.
yeah, he was. He was good.
And you see what he
How'd
be
that turn out?
Yeah.
doing. I forgot we're speaking with love, man. Hey, with love, with love. You see what he be
Yeah.
doing with love.
Hey, bro.
Nah, all love, all love.
Love,
Hey,
man.
tell me about the Ravens, though. Tell me about the Ravens.
Come on, what do I even? It's self-explanatory. Lamar Jackson. It's self-explanatory. You know what he be doing. In and out every season. Juke,
Yeah,
touchdown. Handoff, Derrick Henry. Boom, boom. Come on, man. You know what we be doing.
Derek, nah, they could be
Hey,
good.
AH, Mark Andrews. Thank you.
No, Mark
That
Andrews.
defense,
Until it's the playoffs. Until it's the
that
playoffs.
defense. Come on now. That defense is
Defense is all
crazy.
right, bro. Defense is all right.
Like I love how guys trying to come at the Ravens and like act like we're not a top team. Like just show respect. And you're laughing over there. You're a Patriots fan. You're for the Patriots.
Yes.
Drake
Bro,
May, Drake May, huh?
I respect you know the Ravens are my second favorite team. I said this before, bro.
Nah, I'm not. When did you say that?
I said it on one of the earlier podcasts. It's known,
What
bro. I
am
love Lamar
I?
Jackson.
What
I'm
am
only laughing because of your like emotions, like how much you're hyping up the squad. But like,
I?
I love Lamar.
Don't make me find the episodes. Like don't make me pull up footage, bro.
Bro, I already have footage of the Pacers thing you said.
Nah. Nobody has commented on that yet. So until that watches this goes and comments about my Pacers thing, then is valid. But what you're saying is invalid. It's not real.
All right, bro.
You know?
Hey, sure, bro. Hey, but I'm rooting for both of them. I'm rooting for the Bengals too, bro. I like the Bengals. Like Joe
The
Burrow.
Bengals will win the division.
Huh?
You heard it here first.
Be honest, you don't even believe that in your
Wait,
heart.
the Ravens are in the who,
Why?
Ravens, Steelers,
Well,
Bengals,
we're in the same division, Browns.
and Browns. Yeah.
See what the Ravens be doing every year to that division. They be torching it. They be torturing them boys.
So the last time we played in the playoffs, who won, Amir?
Bro, that's
Oh,
life. Like you win some, you lose some.
yeah,
Why
facts,
is it running
boy.
out? Why is time running out?
Yo, what? Yo, 10 minutes already, bro?
Be honest, you know anybody that could sponsor us?
Oh.
Know
Yeah.
anybody in Ohio? Like maybe the
Come on,
Bengals. Maybe take a little Bengals sponsorship.
Nah, they're too cheap. They're too
Bengals
cheap.
fans.
Yeah, they didn't want to
All
give
right.
us
Yo,
Barkley.
let's move into the debate then. Um, so for the debate today, so Johannes, it's kind of a thing we often don't really debate. Like we just kind of like talk more philosophy. And this one, like we might not debate. But just something I really was thinking about. And I mean I'll next get into my point, but I guess the question is why do people just religion and why do people grasp like why do people I don't know like follow religions? Why do people like feel like so attached to like ideas of things that, can't be proven true or like, even if they may not know it's true, but it like gives them reason. I don't know. Like what do you guys think about religion? Why do people gravitate towards it?
I think there's one aspect which is like if you're brought up from an early age that like this is what your parents believe, this is what your grandparents believe, this is what you're gonna believe. Like I think there's a big culture aspect to it. That a lot of people might get into religion. I think another aspect might just be like the fact that like honestly nobody really knows. And so having that aspect and that security is something that people really feel comfortable with. And so um, I think that those are two big reasons why kind of people might get into religion and why they might stick to it.
Totally.
Definitely. Yeah.
I was gonna say so, because I was thinking about the other day how like with like wisdom comes intelligence, and with this wisdom and intelligence kind of things can almost you become more aware of the world. And in a way, like we talked about this before, like when we said like, is ignorance bliss? Like, is it nice to not really know what's going on just so you can kind of like accept things as they are? But when you have this like wisdom and intelligence and like you almost like it's hard to really navigate the world when there's so many different things you could think about and so many different things you can, I don't know, get caught up in and I don't know. And I think that religion kind of simplifies things for people. Like I think it almost because like we're saying, like especially with philosophy, so many different ideas and perspectives. Like it's hard to like it can be confusing when you're not picking a route, you know? And I think the religion almost like simplifies things for people and like it kind of gives people purpose. It gives them also gives people like structure. Like I think that like it's very nice when whatever religion it might be, like kind of like decides for you like the best type like you the better you are at following your religion and being a good, you know, Muslim, Christian, whatever, the better you're living your life, you know? So I think yeah, most of all it kind of provides like purpose and structure for people.
Definitely, definitely. No, I agree. A little bit about myself. Um, I grew up Christian household, stuff like that. Um, my parents, we go to church every Sunday for a bit, and I reached a certain point when I went off to boarding school and didn't go to church every Sunday. I was just kind of figuring out like why do I believe in God? Like why like I was just figuring out life on my own, and I came to the realization actually when I reached high school. Like I was like for me, I was like, man, like God is real. Like I want to make the decision to continue to learn about God and to become a Christian. And I where I'm going with this is that I think I don't really believe in imposing things on other people. I think you could definitely give you ideas and say like, hey, like I think you should do this, but I think the child mind is so malleable. Like you can, like I believe that all children, like all babies, like we're all born good, if that makes any sense. Like I genuinely believe that, and it's just environment and it's the ideas that we give to children, you know, because I think children are extremely, extremely precious and extremely special to this world. But yeah, I don't think we should just put things on the kids. I think kids should come to that decision themselves, you know, and try to figure out like maybe do I believe in religion? What religion do I want to be? And make that choice. You know, I do I am thankful for my parents like taking me to church and helping me figure out different perspectives. I have a friend named Solemn. You remember Solemn, Big H?
Of course, bro.
Solemn. He actually gave me because he's Muslim. He gave me the Quran. He gave me a copy of the Quran, and I thought that was cool. I thought that was awesome. You know, like I thought that was a nice gesture. I thought it was.
Totally.
And even Krishna, shout out to Krishna, is Hindu. I've got a book that's called the Gita, which is like a Hindu book, you know?
Well, that's sick.
It's sick. Like I think it's so sick and there's so many gems and so many different messages, you know, that I really respect. So yeah.
Totally. Yeah, I think that I don't know. That's really cool. I really like what you said about like all babies being born like for one, you could have said just like you know, nurture over nature, just every baby is just a clean slate. But instead you said like every baby is good, which I really liked and I agree with because like that gets into our man versus good, man is good versus man is bad. But um yeah, I 100% agree. I don't think it's good to like push things onto people and even if it's like your kid, like if you want them to truly, or if they're going to truly be, you know, for example, a Christian, you can't just like raise them that way and then force them into the church. That doesn't make someone a Christian. Like you got to like find a religion on your own, I think,
Mhm.
and kind of connect with it in your own way.
Definitely. Like I think you could I agree with that 100%. I think you could definitely take them to church and you still practice your religion and stuff like that. But I don't think you should make the decision and say, this is what you are. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, you're saying the same thing. So
Exactly. Yeah, no
hey,
debate.
I just want to say this is crazy how fast time flies by.
Bro, I know, yeah, no, that's fact.
This is insane. Like this is how much fun we guys have. Like we guys have fun, man.
Bro,
This
I
is
swear it goes by
all
like
over there.
the fact that it's 40 minutes, like that's a significant amount of time, bro. It just goes by so quick.
Crazy, man.
Insane.
We got to do this more off camera, boys.
What was that?
We got to do this more off camera.
Bro, facts.
100%.
Facts, bro. This is what we used to do in comments, bro.
Hours. I'm gonna be honest. All of my socializing time at Bates, comments. Like, I didn't even bring people back to the crib. I didn't really go out too much. All of my times in comments.
Bro, that's a great place to do it, bro. That's
Crazy.
like the nut. That's like the socialization that matters for real, Like
Yeah.
having
You got to
nice.
enjoy your last year, brother.
Oh yeah, I know, bro. Yeah, you're out too, bro. Wait, so what's before we go, real quick? Like, what are you up to?
Trying to find a job.
Search,
I
baby.
got some internship experience, so hopefully I can leverage that into a job. So we'll see what happens.
Nice, bro. Well, good luck with that, bro. Things work out.
Appreciate it.
100%.
Appreciate
Hey,
it.
Oh
hey,
gosh.
things are gonna work out, man. This guy's a
Yeah, bro. No,
grinder, good guy. Like,
you're this awesome of a guy, bro. Things are gonna work out for you for sure.
All
sure.
love. Thank you.
All right, bro. We're about to get booted, so
See, we need money
Appreciate
from
it,
the
guys.
Bengals.
we need money from the Bengals,
Yeah,
boy.
but hey, Joe, we guys, we guys got love for you, man. So I just want to say thank you for coming on, man. It's a pleasure, bro.
Thank
Seriously,
you so much, bro.
you're my brother. Like,
Thank you for having me, boys. I think it's awesome that you guys are doing this. It's
Appreciate
awesome.
it, bro. It's a good time. Appreciate it.
100%.
Wonderful to talk to you, bro. Thank you again. Peace and love, bro.
peace and love.
Later.
All right.
Later.
Peace, boys.
It's just me. Hello, everyone.